Hello everybody, I'm Noah.
Hey, I'm Steven.
And we're going to take you on an adventure around the cell. So what we're going to do is we're going to, can you please hold the camera, Steven? We're going to start with the nucleus. And see, the nucleus is like the city hall, essentially, for a cell. It's the command center and control center. It's where everything gets done. It tells the cell what it's going to do, and the cell does it that way. Now see this homie right here? This right here is his protector. This is the nuclear envelope, and it's bonded by a double membrane. And the nuclear envelope is sort of like the wall for City Hall, the security guards. It's what keeps it protected, or else this little homie right here would have a bunch of other stuff coming in that wasn't supposed to be coming inside of it. Now, inside of City Hall, you're not just going to have the mayor. You're going to have, boop, his copy machine. That's right. That's where it's the nucleolus, and it's where all of the ribosomes are produced. This is where the DNA of the cell is held, and so that's where everything really gets done. Now, connecting to this envelope, you're going to have two homies that look like this. And this one right here is going to be the rough endoplasmic reticulum, because it still has little homies dotted all over it, and those are the ribosomes. I'll talk about those in a minute. But the smooth one, it synthesizes lipids, metabolizes carbohydrates, detoxifies drugs and toxins, and it's the site of steroid and hormone production. This one right here, the rough ER, is involved in protein synthesis and processing.
That's the rough ER.
Oh, thank you, Steven. It's been a really long day. We're a good team. See, he helps me out. This is why we're able to do well.
Got him.
But these little homies right here, the ribosomes, they're responsible for the production of protein in all living cells. So what they do is they make sure that everything gets where it sort of needs to go. I would say that they're sort of like the lumber or the brickyard for the cell. They have the resources and they distribute it throughout the cell. And without them, the cell wouldn't really be able to do its thing. So my pal Steven, he's going to get ready to talk. Let's listen to him go.
All right, so let's go. What do I have first? I do this or this? All right, let's do the Golgi apparatus, actually. All right, so this is the Golgi apparatus. All right, so the Golgi apparatus.
Flip him around. Oh no, he's inside of the cell.
Yeah, put it inside. So the Golgi apparatus is what it does is it's like it transports stuff and like packs them up, and then it sets them up for transport in like vesicles and stuff. And what the Golgi apparatus is kind of like, it's like a post office, or like the UPS. It packages them and then it sets them to where they belong in the cell, right? So what we have here, these little, okay, well you can't see it, I'll just throw them here. What these things are, these little orange things are the lysosomes. The lysosome is like, let's go with the analogy first. It makes it easier to understand. The lysosome is like it's like trash. It's like a trash disposal, basically. What it does is it's like a sack of enzymes or something that's bound together, and then it eats stuff. It comes off the Golgi body, and it just eats stuff and recycles stuff and organic material. And I think it's called autophagy.
Autophagy, that's right, friend.
And it's like,
means self-devouring.
Nice, thank you. Let's go to the next one. Meme material. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It's where chemical reactions happen that produce energy for the entire cell. I think ATP is the energy. Is it glucose, or is the molecules glucose?
That would be the energy that is produced.
Right,
ATP is produced, glucose is broken down to produce ATP for the cell. ATP is what energizes the cell and therefore you. Without ATP, you would not be able to move or even function.
Okay, so Yeah, very good, thanks. Okay, so the mitochondria is like a power plant or something, or where energy is created in a city, because what the mitochondria does is powerhouse of the cell, power plant. All right, what should we do next?
Let's go ahead and talk about the cell
membrane first. Yeah. Cell membrane is this blue part over here, and the cell membrane it helps like guard the cell basically. Well, not the cell, I guess. It's like borders. It decides what goes in and out of the cell. So what is it? Well, yeah, it just lets things in and out.
It's like the wall around the city, because you're not just going to let any other person in. You're going to want that wall there so that people can't just wander into your city and tear stuff up. That's why we have the cell membrane.
All right, and the last thing we have is the cytoskeleton, which is...
I knew we were missing something. Yeah, just get in there. It's pretty crazy. It covers the entirety of the cytoplasm inside of the cell, and it acts as structure.
So yeah, basically what Noah said earlier, the cytoskeleton is interior framework, and it's basically protein fibers. And what it does is, it helps anchor organelles to fixed locations, and then it helps like provide tracks if they have to move. And it helps like create the cell over here. It helps build the structure of it.
It's like the roads for your city. If things aren't connected, you're just going to have a bunch of buildings thrown into a random piece of land. With those roads, you have structure so that when people travel there, they actually have places to go. They're not just walking around, sitting on your lawn, walking into your backyard. It kind of creates structure for the cell, just like roads and, such things and sidewalks create structure for society.
And the cytoskeleton is constantly changing, so it's constantly moving, constantly growing, extending, doing its thing. And I think what the cytoskeleton is like is it's kind of like roads, but it's also kind of like a government where it keeps everything together and helps move things along. So that's basically our cell.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our presentation. I suppose we'll be speaking to you soon. Have a good one.